I can't give a great example, but one time I can recall doing it and being conscious of it was in gym class. We were playing with hula hoops, and my friend Andy T and I were spinning them around, and then we were like, you know, flipping them back and forth to one another. And at one point we were spinning while we were spinning, and I realized that if I turned my body 360 degrees, I had to turn myself back again 360 degrees the other way. So like if I turn around twice, I have to turn around twice the other way to like reset my body back to the way it was. A little bit of OCD, I guess, is where it comes from. Not really sure why, but it's one of my little superstition things that if I turn, I have to turn back the other way. Now I don't think it's as bad now, and I certainly don't do it in my car. That would suck if when you were driving, if you like went around the block to the right, you always had to go around the next block to the left. You'd never get anywhere. But that's our example for the evening. I don't know what you guys do. But yeah, and I'm calling bullshit on this. If you say you can't think of one, you have to think of one. This is part of the reason why I want people to subscribe to the schedule, because that way they can't opt out of answering the question when it comes up. So I refuse to accept both D-Max and 11th that you say you don't have any superstitions. I bet you can think of one. And if they were when you were younger, that's fine. D-Max, that's a very healthy attitude. Don't worry about the black cats. Let them worry about you. If the black cat sees me, that cat ought to worry, because I'm probably going to grab it in a bag and drown it in my lake. Alright, so I'm going to try one more thing with this. So, D-Max, start counting, watch your watch. I'm going to press enter when I say the word now. I want you to count the seconds between when you see now, how about now show up on the screen, and when you hear me say the word now. And there's our friend Woot Fan. Ooh, it's going to be more than 6 seconds, I can tell. Oh, shit. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop. And, oh, one more quick thing before I do. And Impop actually just posted one, so I want to read this. Okay, I am still on, but it's syncing. Okay. I'm going to stop, I'm going to lower my bit rate again, and then I'm going to start again. I'll be back in just a second, I'm sorry. Having to do this. I wonder if there's something sucking up a little bit of bandwidth on me too. Hopefully this is a little bit better. The video should be grainier. The audio should be about the same. But I did lower the bit rate. I'm back down to 80. I was at 85. I can't imagine that I'm farting around with 5 megabits per second on this, and it's making as much of a difference as it is. The other thing, I was going to look more at FiOS today, and I totally didn't. Yes, thank you, Woot Fan. Duly noted on behalf of Africa. Well done. Is JTV acting weird for anyone, or is it not? There, that's perfect. 11th, that's exactly what I'm talking about. That's a great superstition. You rinse your mouth 3 times after brushing your teeth. And it has to be 3. And if it's less or more than 3, it feels weird, right? And you're conscious of it. That's a great one. That's perfect. I did read yours. Pop. That's also very good. I'm sorry. I should have praised you as well. Yes, that's good. the stepping on cracks thing, but walking on patterns, same number of lines, or like if it's a black-white pattern, either, my son does this, either walking only on the blacks or only on the whites, or if you walk on whites, you have to walk on the same number of blacks. Yeah, that's a good one. That's real good. We're all OCD a little bit. We all have a little OCD in us. And you're right, D-Max, I don't know necessarily that those are considered superstitions, but the thing that inspired me to think this way was the Friday the 13th thing. And people have all kinds of things that they call superstitions surrounding, I'm doing air quotes a lot the last couple of days, pissing me off, about superstitions being the key words with Friday the 13th, I guess. Maybe there's a better word, maybe there's something I'm not remembering. But, yeah, our dog does that. I think all dogs do that instinctively. Before they lie down, they do the circle thing. Ours usually just does it one time, but... Alright, now we're getting people in. Have people invited their friends? Remember, you can do /invite, and then whoever you want, if you want them to come here, to join you in my room. Yeah, Africa, Woodfan was doing your job for you because I had a little bandwidth issue, and of course he proxied your 100 megabits per second there. 11th and Chris, are you roommates? Oh, that's right. And Chris, didn't you have... Wait, Chris, was that you who had an interview today? No, that wasn't Chris. Who was that? Who was it yesterday who had an interview today? I have to go back to the archive. I was looking through the archives of the chat earlier today for the stuff that I missed when I was on Mercy. That's what I'm going to call it now, Mercy. M-I-R-C? No, Mercy. I'm going to be pretentious. You go ahead and roll the tape. I don't have much bandwidth, Africa. Seriously? Cops came to the party. Very nice. You didn't get a ticket, did you? You better be careful what you say around Woodfan, or around Woodfan. Alright, because of course you were doing nothing illegal. You would never do anything illegal, right? None of us would. Canning had the interview, thank you. D-Max for the win. Red, 1984, welcome to the channel. Alright, so here's what we're doing, kids. Here, another good one, 11th. See, 11th, you said you didn't have one, and then you thought about it, and you've already come up with two now. Pop came up with one. Alright, compulsions, that's good, I'll go with that. Here's what we're doing. We're having